Kool TV proudly presents Raceland Rams basketball live on the Kool Hit Sports Network. Now let's head courtside to the Palace for countdown to tip-off for exciting Raceland Rams basketball action on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening and a delayed good evening from the campus of Raceland Worthington High School from the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table. Welcome into Countdown to Tip-Off here on Kool TV. The reasoning for the delay, the first one, was because it's the Court of Honor night, in which they inducted a new player into the Raceland Girls Basketball Court of Honor. The other side is we don't have a scoreboard. The scoreboard worked perfectly during the JV game. And then when they went to reset it in between contests, the scoreboard has shut off and will not reset itself. We've tried cables, we've tried breakers, nada. So we may be using a chalkboard tonight to keep up with the scoreboard. I don't know what the plan is at this point. But Lewis County had left the court. They have since returned. Raceland has left the court and gone to their locker room. So we'll see what this plays out as soon as we know. But hopefully we're going to play a district basketball game here tonight between Raceland and Lewis County. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll preview the matchup and get you ready for tip-off. Lewis and Raceland, a 63rd District tilt. We'll talk about it after this on Kool TV.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Well, back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, James Collier, happy to have you along with us here. Raceland and Lewis, we hope is going to play tonight. We don't have a scoreboard. So we are trying to find other options, including one that may be including us providing the scoreboard. Yeah, it's that kind of a night. Let's take a look at the district standings. Here's where things sit coming in. Russell at 17-3. They're in first place at 5-0. Raceland at 11-9. Have only played 2 games in district play. They lost to Russell. They beat Lewis. Lewis at 9-10, 2-3. This will be their final district seeding game. They're 3 games out of first place, and then Greenup County at the bottom at 2-19 at 0-4 in district play. So here's the way things play out tonight. A Raceland win still keeps them in the hunt for an opportunity for the number 1 seed with Russell. That would include having to beat Russell and snap their crazy winning streak in district opponents when they play over at the Marv. A Lewis win tonight would lock Russell in as the 1 and lock Greenup in as the 4, and then it doesn't matter what happens. It would be 2-3 with Raceland and Lewis County, just depending on who it's going to be, but the thing it would go is Raceland would wear the home jerseys because the district tournament will be here coming up in the last week of February. So I don't know what the plans are. Okay, so they're discussing with the officials to see what options that they want to try to go through. So I will go ahead and tell you right now, if it is not going off of our clock, it is going to be the best we can give you with our best guess of estimate. All right, we're going to take a break for the national anthem. We'll return after this for tip-off on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back here at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, let's take a look at our starting lineups tonight. We'll start first with Lewis County. In the backcourt, the senior of Caitlin Arnold and the senior of Caitlin Gilbert. Front court will be 2 sophomores bookending a senior. Sophomores of Natalie Gilbert and Kaylee Stamper at the forward positions. In the center is number 50, Carrie Ann Highfield, a senior. Again, Arnold, Gilbert, Highfield, and Stamper. 5 on the floor tonight for the Lewis County Lions, who will be decked out in the red jerseys this evening. Now the starting lineup for Marty Thomas's Raceland Rams. Boy, it got quiet in here all of a sudden. A little bit of an adjustment to the starting lineup as Sophie Maynard will get the start at guard. She'll be joined there by Emma Broughton, the senior. Nim Maynard will round out the backcourt. In the front court, junior forward of Brooke Campbell and the sophomore center, I should say, of Allison Rigsby. Maynard, Broughton, Rigsby, and Campbell, your starting 5 for the Raceland Rams. Let's take a look at our officiating crew tonight. They're brought to you in part by Tri-State Ophthalmology for complete eye care as well as LASIK eye surgery. See the great folks at Tri-State Ophthalmology. Roy Wright, Jeff Callahan, Benji Atkins, they got their hands full tonight. We have no working scoreboards. So they said that the clock displays on the control unit at the scores table. So we will do everything in our power to be in the ballpark with the time. But again, we have no way of seeing what time they have on their side, and we're just going to do the best we've got from our side. So don't hate on the messenger if the time isn't what you want it to be. I don't know if we have a buzzer or not. No buzzer. So this is going to be a fun game, kids. Again, a big district showdown between these two teams with a lot on the line for the upcoming district tournament. Again, a Lewis County win tonight would lock in the district seedings. That would put Russell as the 1, Greenup as the 4, and then Raceland and Lewis will be locked in at the 2 and the 3. A win by the Rams tonight still leaves the number 1 seed in contention, as they would have to win out, which would include going to Russell and winning there.
And ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, all right? So our scoreboard's having some difficulties, all right? The game's going to resume. What we have come up with is this display right here does show the time, okay? So our timekeepers are going to be able to see the time. They're going to be able to allow the referees and the players to know when it's 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, and so forth, right? It also displays the score right here. In the meantime, we do have a portable scoreboard that's on its way here, and once it gets here, we'll be able to plug it in. So you will not be seeing the time, nor the score, nor the fouls displayed up above. I want to make everybody aware. Okay? Thank you.
All right, there you hear the words from head coach Marty Thomas for the Raceland Rams. No scoreboard tonight. Buckle up, kids. Going to be a fun one. Carrie Ann Highfield and Allison Rigsby, center court. Ball's tipped in the back court. Lewis County controls it. Here we go. The lob it inside, looking for Highfield, and a turnover quickly. Here's Rigsby. Knifing her way, kicks it out to the corner, and then right through the hands of Emma Broughton. Pair of turnovers to start the contest off. 16 seconds unofficially into the first quarter of play. Again, as a reminder, our clock on the screen is unofficial, but we will do our best to keep it as close as possible. Here's a turnover in the backcourt by Rigsby, off to Broughton for 2. Our first points of the evening. Gilbert trying to get it in, does so off to Caitlin Arnold, and this one's raked out of bounds. It'll stay with Lewis County. Again, we have no horns tonight either. So, producer, if we get inside of 10 seconds, give me a nod here so I can keep a close eye on any last-second shots. Here's Arnold trying to beat the pressure. Slings it near side. They've got a 2 on nobody. Natalie Gilbert stops in transition. Shot up no good. Kaylee Stamper with the offensive rebound inside. She's tangled up with Nim Maynard. The arrow favors Raceland. So back to Raceland it goes after the turnover. 2-0, the Rams lead it. Here in the early goings of the first quarter of play. Senior Emma Broughton brings it across to Rigsby. Back off to Broughton, catch and shoot 3. High arcing shot, way too stiff. Backside rebound into Nim Maynard, and she's fouled inside. And Nim will head to the line to shoot a pair. That was on Caitlin Gilbert, her first, team's first. So Nim Maynard to the free throw line, a near 76% free throw shooter. First one is up as pure. Her first bucket of the evening. Raceland has won the last 4 contests, trying to make it number 5 and keep that number 1 seeding alive in the upcoming 63rd District Tournament that'll be right here at the Palace. Here's Highfield. Off to Gilbert. Gilbert on the right side now sets up the offense for the Lions for the first time. She'll get it off to the senior point guard of Caitlin Arnold out top. Again, the last time these two teams hooked up in Vanceburg, there were some fireworks. Natalie Gilbert, I should say, and Brooklyn Campbell got tangled up, exchanged some blows. Both received ejections in that contest. So we hopefully get both teams with cooler heads to prevail here tonight. Here's a 3 ball from the right side, won't go home. An offensive rebound out to Arnold. Then a turnover and a takeaway by Nim Maynard. Maynard tries to spin, has that one raked away, but there's Rigsby who takes it away and finishes off the left. 6-0 Raceland. So right at our 6-minute marker, we see a 6-minute announcement. Stamper's 3 ball no good. Brooklyn Campbell with the rebound. Nobody cuts her off. She loses it on the way there, but Rigsby saved it for a moment, but then throws it out of bounds. 4 turnovers for Lewis, 2 for Raceland. Rams will run a double team in the backcourt as Broughton tries to save it on the baseline, cannot do so. But Caitlin Arnold got left for dead as Broughton and Rigsby had the double team, and there was nobody coming back to help the basketball. Stamper takes the inbound near side, tries to get it in the center. Broughton steals it away, but she walked as she caught the basketball. Great read there by Broughton, but she could not keep her footing. And we get a 30-second timeout requested by Brent Wampler. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Lions. Go to page 2. They'll be at home tomorrow against Bath County. We'll have that game right here on Kool TV. February the 6th against Robertson County. They go to the Hoosier Gym up in Indiana next Saturday against Harrison County. February the 11th, they've got West Carter in town. Then 3 road games at Bracken, Augusta, and Bath. Then they close things out at home against Mason County and the homecoming for Jay Fight, the former head coach for the Lewis County Lions. East Carter on the 19th, and then the district tournament back here at Raceland on the 24th through the 27th. Out of the timeout, Lewis County with the basketball, still looking for their first points of the night, trailing 6-0. Here's Arnold, kicks it ahead, and another turnover in the backcourt. Here's Rigsby, kicks it out into the corner to Sophie Maynard. She gives it up to her sister. Here's Nim, spins from the left side, back into the right side, slams on the brakes and gets the friendly roll across the cylinder for her 4th. 8-0 Raceland. Highfield fires it near side. Here's a 3-ball. Arnold's ball doesn't go home. Rebound inside by Highfield. She can't get it to go home, but it's raked out of bounds by the Rams. It'll stay with Lewis County on the baseline. 4:46 to play here in the first. Caitlin Gilbert takes it off to Arnold. Now back to Caitlin Gilbert. 3 balls on the way. Yes. First points of the night for the Lewis County Lions, a triple. As Caitlin Gilbert's 3-ball goes home. First out of 6 to go home for the Lions. And they trail it 8-3. Here's Nim Maynard on the baseline. Drives to the lane. Off the window is good. 10-3. Highfield. Cut off on the far sideline. Kicks it ahead. Lewis County with numbers. Skip pass comes near side to Caitlin Gilbert. Here's Stamper on the baseline. Unabated to the basket. And off the window for her first bucket of the night. The lead is down to 5 at 10-5. 4 minutes to play. Here's Broughton. Out top. Hounded there by Arnold. Tries to go near side. Throws it away. Got too fancy with the basketball and couldn't handle the pressure, which goes into a turnover. Raceland has coughed it up 3 times. Now Lewis County with their 6th of the evening. And Rigsby with contact. And we get a charge. That is not legal. You cannot make that signal for a charge. That was outlawed 2 years ago. That right there is an and 1 signal. That was an emphasis made 2 years ago. Either way, they get the offensive foul on Rigsby. Lexi Boggs will check in for Emma Broughton. First foul on the Rams. Here's Highfield. Has that one raked away at midcourt. Nim Maynard dials up long distance. Can't get that one to fall, though. Brooke Campbell runs it down on the near side. Back out to Nim. She's above the volleyball line. She's in range. Rigsby brings it back off to Nim. Maynard on the drive. Cut off on the baseline. She stepped out of bounds. Trying to curl it around and kick it out. And now Raceland's going to burn a 30-second timeout with 3:01 to go in the ball game. 10-5 our score. Let's take a look at the Rams' schedule. They go to Magoffin County tomorrow. We'll have the girl-boy doubleheader here Tuesday night against Greenup County, 6 o'clock and 7:30. At Russell with a big one next Friday night on the 7th. Then they go to Fairview on the 11th, at Tulsa on the 13th, and they come back home for Pendleton County on the 15th, West Carter on the 18th. They'll close the regular season out at Lawrence County on the 20th. And then, as we said, district tournament gets started here on the 24th. You can see them over there trying to set up the temporary scoreboard as we go back underway. Highfield kicks this one ahead to Stamper. We've got enough people at the scores table. We could put a nuclear reactor together right now. Here's Highfield, slips through, stops, puts it off the glass, no good. Ball tipped around. Lexi Boggs has the rebound on the backside. They pitch it ahead, looking for Rigsby, and Maynard airmails her over top of her head. 15 total points in this basketball game, 13 total turnovers. Maynard with a takeaway at midcourt. Draws contact and an offensive foul on her. So 2 fouls on the Rams. Both have been offensive. Here comes Emma Broughton back in the ball game. She'll replace Sophie Maynard. Caitlin Gilbert lobs it off to Arnold. Arnold far sideline, beats Boggs, gets to the lane, kicks it out in the corner to Stamper. Here's Caitlin Gilbert, dials up long distance, doesn't stay home. Rigsby controls the action, racing it ahead. She'll go off the right side. That one's partially blocked. Highfield with the rebound. Natalie Gilbert on the right side, now to Arnold. They bring it off again to Caitlin Gilbert. They'll take it inside to Highfield. She looks at a double team. Throws up a shot, no good. Rigsby with a rebound. Lewis County 2 of 10 from the field. Raceland 4 of 7. Approaching 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. Here's Rigsby. Gives it off to Maynard. Maynard stops on the baseline. Pure from 8 feet. She's got 8 of the 12 for the Rams, and it's 12-5. Ball nearly taken away. Highfield keeps it at midcourt. Caitlin Arnold glides to the basket high off of the window with a kiss. 12-7. Lewis has the lead down to 5. Broughton out top. Comes to the right side. Step back 14-footer, no good. Lexi Boggs fights for the backside rebound. Puts it back up. Can't get it to stay home. Broughton with an offensive rebound off the window. No good. Lexi Boggs with another offensive rebound. Here's Nim Maynard for 3. And a tangle inside as they finally get it against the Rams. They'll get that one on Lexi Boggs. Her first, team's third. 39 seconds to go in the first quarter, or somewhere thereabout. Ava Marshall checking into the ball game, replacing Natalie Gilbert. Raceland playing heavy pressure in the backcourt. Here's another ball that's tipped and knocked into the backcourt. It's stolen away by the Rams. Nim Maynard, near side to Boggs. Broughton being hounded, gets free, kicks it out to Boggs. Spot up threes on the way, no. Arnold with the rebound and then a foul in backcourt. They'll get that one on Emma Broughton. That's her first. Team foul number 4. Approximately 15 seconds remaining as Rigsby takes this one away. Here's Nim Maynard. 3 ball from the left side, no. Lexi Boggs comes in for the rebound. Brooklyn Campbell off the window, no good. And that's the end of quarter number 1. 12-7. Raceland leads it after a crazy first quarter of play. We go to quarter two after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, 12-7 as we head off to quarter number two. Halftime over in Russell and boys action. Russell leading Raceland 32-21 in that contest. Boyd County and Ashland getting close to the halftime period. Last time we had a score on that one, it was 32-26 Boyd in front. That game over at Anderson Gymnasium. We have a temporary scoreboard in the house, folks. Listen, I've got all kinds of stuff to talk about tomorrow morning on Let's Talk Sports. And then the Boys and Girls 16th Region basketball show will also have lots of things to talk about. We're going to extend my show by 90-minute segment to go into the basketball show as Lexi Bongs is going to move over and take the charge. They'll get that one on Caitlin Gilbert. That's her first team's first. Excuse me, her second team's first. Tonight's game is brought to you apart by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance, by Pure Point Auto in Greenup, by the Grayson Funeral Home, Jason Greer Attorney at Law, located in Grayson, by the Sparks Funeral Home, and Ison's Cards and Collectibles. Maynard's shot doesn't go home. Highfield with a rebound. Rams drop back in a half-court defensive pressure now. Highfield from the wing on the left side, too stiff. Nim Maynard controls the action, pitches it ahead, trying to get it out to Rigsby. It's raked out of bounds by Stamper. It'll stay with Raceland on the baseline. Here comes Madison Voiles into the game, replacing Caitlin Arnold. 5-point lead for the Rams. Here's Rigsby all alone on the right side. A beautiful dime there by Nim, and Rigsby finishes for her fourth, and the Rams are doubling up the Lions 14-7. There's Marshall. Gives it off to Highfield just outside the keyhole. Now Caitlin Arnold, the senior point guard, will work on Allison Rigsby out top. They go inside as Highfield is quadruple teamed. There were 4 white jerseys around her. Believe they got that on Lexi Boggs, her second. Team's first. Excuse me, they've got that on Broughton, so that's her second. Arnold working on Rigsby, gets in the lane, lost it on the way up. It was tipped out of bounds. They'll save it back in. Maynard from the baseline, no. Tipped out of bounds, it'll stay with the Rams. Oh my God, they're going the other, no, there's no way we're going the other way with it. Wow. That ball was clearly touched out by Lewis. Either way, we play on. Broughton playing very aggressive with 2 personal fouls, nearly forcing a turnover. Now Voiles. Raceland just playing a defense. It's called go. Run and jump. Try to get as much pressure as you can around the ball. Teardrop up won't go home for Arnold. Rebound Nim Maynard, her third. Lexi Boggs nearly let that one go into the Lewis County bench. And a timeout requested by Raceland. It's a full timeout. We'll step out as well. We're back in 60 seconds on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Raceland, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, James Carr, happy to have you along with us here on a circus-like night. Approximately 5:56 left to go in the ball game. Now we have a temporary clock that is working from the scores table across the way. The scoreboard worked fine in the JV game. I guess they broke it with all the timeouts they took at the end. What a dime there from Brooklyn Campbell for Nim Maynard to finish off the window for two. Maynard has 10 of the 16, and the Rams lead it by 9. Stamper out of the corner. Rebound out to Brooklyn Campbell on the missed shot by Natalie Gilbert, who checked in out of that dead ball. Lob inside to Maynard off the window and one. Look at it on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Campbell, she got her sealed off and finishes. Ava Marshall called for the foul, her first, team second. Nim Maynard to the free throw line for the chance of the three-point play and connects and makes it 19-7. Maynard with 11. And another turnover. This time Lexi Boggs takes it away off to Allison Rigsby for the two, her sixth. Timeout, Lewis County. It's a 30-second timeout. See first-year head coach Brent Wampler there talking with his team. Hey, first time with us here on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell and you'll get alerted to your mobile device each time we put out new material. We are within screaming distance of 5,000 subscribers, and we are almost to 1 million views on the channel. We are less than 40 people away from 5,000 subscribers, and to even have an opportunity to be in the same conversation, 5K subs and nearly 1 million views on the channel is remarkable. And I can't say thank you to all of our great fans and supporters along the way that's allowed us to do what we do in our ventures here with covering high school athletics the way that we do. My crew tonight, Trey and Felicia Collier, happy to have everyone out there along with us, whether you tuned in up in Vanceburg or locally here in Raceland or anywhere you may be watching tonight's game. Always a pleasure having all of our great fans out there supporting our local teams. Marty Thomas fired up on that far sideline. He's got that fresh cut. He looks like his old self again. He had a little bit of a surgery on his back of his head, and he couldn't shave his head. And that was the first time, all the way back from high school. I never remember Marty without that shiny dome. And not having that shiny dome made him look a little different on the sidelines. He's back to his old self now. Back underway, here's Rigsby on the left side. Goes out to Sophie Maynard. Maynard curls to the basket. Has that one blocked away. There's Lexi Boggs with another offensive rebound, and then she's tangled up inside. Arrow stays with Raceland. Here's Rigsby off the right side. Had that one blocked away. Carrie Ann Highfield, and then Raceland forces another turnover. Nim from the volleyball line can't get that one home. Out of bounds. Which way are we going with it? We'll stay with Raceland. Raceland 0 of 9 from 3 tonight. Maynard to trigger in. Here comes Rigsby. Out to the near side. Maynard with a double team, Takes it off to the far side. It's poked into the Lewis County bench. 3:56 to go. Here comes Emma Broughton back in the ball game, as Lexi Boggs will take a seat. Broughton had a good game last time out in the 60-29 win over Huntington St. Joe. 15 points. Her and Rigsby both with 15. Then Maynard led the way with 19. Here's Brooklyn Campbell. Wants a three, and she's got it. A Ram Pharmacy triple for Brooke. 5 points on the night. 24-7. Rams rolling here at home on Court of Honor night. And Maynard's going to pick up a foul, trying to swipe that one away, her first, team second. Back on January 2nd when these two teams hooked up in Vanceburg, as Lexi Boggs returns for Emma Broughton. Emma Broughton led the way with 16 points. Allison Rigsby had 14. Then Maynard was held to 8. They basically played a box and one on her and forced other people to try to beat them. Rams force another turnover in the backcourt. Here's Sophie Maynard racing it ahead. Goes back out top to Nim. 3 minutes to play in the half. Nim a long two. No. Brooke Campbell with an offensive rebound. Lexi Boggs, 17-footer from the baseline's good. Here's Marshall from the corner for three. Sophie Maynard with the rebound. She'll race it ahead. It's a 26-7 Rams lead here as we go inside of 2:20 on the skip pass near side to Boggs. Gives it inside to Maynard. Kick out to Campbell. She wants another three. It's on the way. That one doesn't go home, though. But Lexi Boggs with another offensive rebound. Inside Rigsby, and she's fouled. That's on Highfield. Her first, team's third. Allison Rigsby to the line to shoot two. Lexi Boggs stands maybe 5 foot on a good day. She has 6 rebounds in this basketball game, 5 of those on the offensive glass. Rigsby, a 71% free throw shooter. That one missed everything. Ava Marshall steps into the contest as Voiles will step off. Second one for Rigsby rattles home her 7th of the night, and it's a 20-point Raceland edge. The Rams have been relentless in that backcourt pressure. Here's a ball that finds its way through everybody. They'll give it to Caitlin Arnold, who dials up from long distance and connects. She has 5 of the 10, 27-10, as we are inside of 2 minutes in the half. Here's Boggs. Fires that one up too stiff. Arnold with a rebound, racing out in traffic. Feeds it off to Stamper, and she gets hammered. Brooke Campbell got her on the way up. Her first, team's third. And Kaylee Stamper will go to the line and shoot two. Stamper on the season averaging 6.1 points a game. 64% free throw shooter. First one is good. Maynard off. Emma Broughton back in. Stamper's third point tonight. 94 seconds to play in the opening half of play. Second one's on the way. Doesn't stay home. Raked out from behind. It's back to Raceland. Raceland's out rebounding Lewis County 21-11. The Rams have 11 offensive rebounds. 90 seconds to go here before halftime. Broughton comes to the near side. Gives it inside to Maynard. Turnaround, no, too stiff. Brooklyn Campbell with the rebound. Broughton will reset out top as Marty Thomas is run it again. And that's a foul against Raceland. That's on Lexi Boggs on the offensive foul. It was a moving screen. Her second, team's fourth. And Sophie Maynard back in the ball game as Emma Broughton comes to the bench. They've been trying to manage Broughton with those 2 personal fouls, using her for offense only. And then when they go defense, they bring Maynard back on. They've got Boggs and Maynard at the top of the defense right now. Arnold for 3, yes. Caitlin Arnold's 8th of the night. 27-14 as we're inside of a minute to go. Here's Lexi Boggs, 15-footer from the left side, pure. Boggs with 4 points. Ball thrown away. Campbell steals it away in the front court. Nobody closes off on her. She gives it off to Rigsby and a foul. They're going to call the bucket good. Campbell took a tough spill on the backside of this. And she jumps back up to her feet. And we'll go to the line to shoot the and one. Ball went down, didn't it? They're going to say no. So Campbell for 2. First one is up, is no good. So Caitlin Gilbert's 3rd foul. One more for Campbell. Got it. 30-14. I could have swore that ball went down. I may have been looking down as I was trying to stat it at the same time and just missed it. Either way. Highfield across the midcourt stripe, loses the handle on the basketball. Sophie Maynard takes it away. Campbell lobs it inside to Rigsby. A lot of traffic near side and a whistle and a foul. And that's on Sophie Maynard, her second, team's 5th. And we'll go to the other end and shoot free throws. I believe it'll be Carrie and Highfield that'll shoot the free throws. It'll either be her or Caitlin Arnold. Caitlin Arnold is going to go walk to the line. Arnold on the season, an 80% free throw shooter. Gets the first one to stay home, her 9th of the night. Here comes Broughton back in for Sophie Maynard. 9 seconds remain in the first half. Raceland has led it from the opening tip on a crazy night with no scoreboard in the first quarter. We have a temporary scoreboard for the second. And it's a 30-16 Raceland lead. Broughton pitches it ahead off to Boggs. Rigsby from the corner, right side 3, no. And that's the end of the first half of play. Raceland leads it 30-16 at the halftime show when we return to the Palace after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, 32-16 after one quarter of play. Here's how it went down. It was Raceland out in front nearly by double digits until Lewis County got off the mat, and they closed it down to within 5. It was 12-7 after one quarter of play. Raceland got things rolling in the second quarter. They outscored Lewis County 18-9. They had this lead out to 20 at one point. It's 14 at the break at 30-16. The Rams have forced in this basketball game 17 Lewis County turnovers. They have 16 points they've surrendered in the opening 16 minutes. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll look at our individual numbers as we continue our coverage here on the Halftime Show on Kool TV.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Mullen Boulevard in Grayson.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, 32-16. Raceland leads it at the halftime break. Let's take a look at our first half statistics. For Raceland, for Lewis County, 5 of 19, 26% from the field. For 3 of 11 from long range, 27.3%. 3 of 4 from the charity stripe, 75%. 11 rebounds, 17 turnovers in the opening half of play. Raceland 12 of 32 from the field, 37.5%. 1 of 12 from long range, 8.3%. 5 of 7 from the charity stripe, 71.4%. 22 rebounds, 8 turnovers. They have 12 offensive rebounds in the first 16 minutes of the contest. Let's take a look at our player spotlight. We'll start first with Lewis County, and it's the senior Caitlin Arnold. 10 points, 3 rebounds. She's 2 of 3 from long distance, 60% from the field. She has 10 of the 16 points in the opening half. Caitlin Gilbert and Kaylee Stamper each with 3. For Raceland, I'm going with Lexi Boggs. The senior comes off the bench, and she's been a rebounding machine. Again, she's so tiny she barely fits on the screen. 5'0", but she has 6 rebounds, 5 of those on the offensive glass. That's huge. She's also 2 of 5 from the field for 4 points in the basketball game. She leads the way. Nim Maynard has 11 points at the break. Allison Rigsby with 7 points, 4 rebounds. Brooke Campbell has 6 and 5 in the first half of the contest. We'll take a break. We come back. Second half action here from the Palace in a district showdown between Raceland and Lewis County. We continue after this on Kool TV.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
I got kicked off campus, but they let me back on because my dad knew the dean.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that meaty, treaty, zesty, bestie, garlic, saucy. Give me that dippy, doughy, melty, topping, pepperoncini popping. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Give me that foldy, pepperoni, tantalizing. Give me that choco chicky, sticky, sweetie, hypnotizing. Give me that dippy, drippy, drummy, ripping, Papa wanging. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some. Now I'm talking about, yeah.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beauty Rest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, 32-16. Raceland leads it at the half. It's Court of Honor night here in Ramland. And join me now, he was former head coach for the Raceland Lady Rams, Ron Keaton. Coach, what's up, my man?
Not much. Good to be back in Ramland.
It's always a great night when you get an opportunity to bring someone back and put them in the Court of Honor. And tonight, a 1981 alum that gets to come back in. Tell me a little bit about this evening and how it continues to grow each and every year.
Yeah, well, tonight we honored Cindy Newts, a 1981 grad. And the one thing you find out being involved in Court of Honor is that those players who've got a little bit of distance between their graduation night, they are very appreciative of it and really understand the magnitude of it. Not to say that it's not appreciated when they're younger, but as that time goes by, you start to understand how important all those little things are.
Before we get to the next part, our second half throw-in is brought to you in part by the Ashland YMCA. Check out the Y for all your needs, whether it's physical education, daycare, or just a little bit of both. See what the Y has to offer for you. You sit there and you listen to the accolades that these young ladies come back here, and you hear of all the stuff that they've done and their accomplishments in their life. And it's just, you kind of have to step back and listen. It's just uber success across the board.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's attributed to playing the game of basketball. It teaches you so much about life in the process. So a lot of times when you bring these kids back, you say they're kids, but they're adults now, but their careers have been successful, and that translates into life of how they succeed.
Good start for the Raceland Rams as a big block there by Maynard. Into the front court they go. Maynard tries to force it in to Campbell. Now there's Emma Broughton inside, and she gets the little teardrop in front. how big has she been for this team this year as a senior? I talked with Coach Thomas a couple of weeks ago, and he said he told Emma, he said, I don't want the player that was the Emma Broughton in the sophomore year. I want to see the Emma Broughton that's the senior, and you can really see it coming on for her.
Oh, absolutely. She has continued to grow this season, getting back into it. I'm happy to see her back. Obviously, she was pivotal for us her freshman year. Go back to that night against Lewis County in the district. She had a huge night.
What a take there by Nim Maynard for her 13th. You see special players come through here every once in a while, and when you see them like this, they just stand out. But she's already put her name in the record books for the all-time leading scorer in school history, and the accolades just keep coming.
Oh, absolutely. Nim is a tireless worker. I have a special bond with her. Obviously, she was a 8th grader, got an opportunity to play for us at that young age. Played for us as a 7th grader as well, but started as an 8th grader. Somebody, too, that night against Lewis had some big shots.
Here's a 3 by Kaylee Stamper for her 6th point of the night. And timeout, Raceland. The Court of Honor, Coach, tell me a little bit about its inception of how it got started and then how it continued over all these years.
Well, that goes back a long way. I was really, honestly, I had the vision of having a athletic Hall of Fame here, and at the time that was in the 90s, and at that time we had no centralized booster club. So everybody were individual boosters, so it was difficult to try to get everybody on the same page to try to contribute the finances that it takes to put it together. So Sean Johnson and I got together with Kenny McDowell, and we got some other guys that had a little bit of age and have been around Raceland basketball longer than us. And there was probably about 6 or 7 of us at that initial meeting, and we put in 12 or 14 guys to the very first Hall of Fame, and that was the boys at that time. Again, you had separate booster clubs with boys and girls, and then many years later, we made the point to put the girls into that as well, as they deserve to be in there. It's just, it takes some coordination with the coaches as well.
You're good. You're good. Go ahead.
They got a foul there on Emma Broughton.
You're good.
Pick that one up there. We've had a really good family here with the boys and girls staffs for many years, and so it's just continued to grow. And there again, we don't have a lot of hard evidence as far as particularly on the girls' side.
3 ball there by Stamper that doesn't stay home. It's poked out of bounds. It'll stay with Lewis County.
And so we've tried to look through some old microfiche and as many things we could get our hands on to try to, particularly, a lot of these kids in the later years, we all, I was an assistant for 10 years before being the head coach for 7.
What a take there by Caitlin Arnold with a teardrop for her 12th.
She's played well recently. Saw them a few times here recently, and she's really started to come back from that knee injury and playing really well.
And you can really tell that she's starting to get comfortable, and that's a thing with an athlete with a knee injury. It's just that confidence of building it back to where you're used to being back on your feet and taking those cuts and those big bangs. What a strong take there by Nim Maynard, though, as she goes off the left side for her 15th.
Sometimes it takes that first real scare that you've injured it again to really get comfortable and think, hey, it's going to be all right. Big steal by Broughton there.
And I know this speaking from experience. When I went through my knee surgery almost 5 years ago this year, that first time that I had to cut or plant really hard, and it was kind of in my head, and then it was like, wait a minute, that didn't hurt. And then it's like that, okay, then you're fine. You can just go.
Right, exactly.
But you've got to have that one moment, and you see every athlete happen. It's on the court. Well, they'll cut, they'll pivot, especially ones that get hurt in the action of play. It's that thought of, if I do that same movement, it's going to be the one that hurts me again.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And in the game of basketball, it affects every part of the game. From something as subtle as lateral movement to jump shots. Big three by Nim there.
I kid Nim all the time. There was one game she was struggling shooting close, and she was pulling from the volleyball line, and they were going home. I said, you just need to quit shooting so close to the basket. I said, you need to move away. You're a little better from there. Lexi Boggs gets picked up, called for the foul there.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where sometimes you, as a coach in the stands, you're like, some of those she takes is a little deep, but she, and she can shoot it well from deep.
Here's Highfield, and a foul on Raceland. They'll get that one on Brooklyn Campbell. So looking at the district standings going forward, Coach, and one of the things we talked about tonight, Russell still at the top, still waiting for somebody to knock them off of that top spot that's been going since 2016. As Carrie-Ann Highfield steps to the line for 2 free throws, first one no good. A win here tonight by Raceland keeps that number 1 seed in reach because they go to Russell on February the 7th, which happens to be, I believe, next Friday night, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
And a win there, and if they win out with the 2 games they still have to go against Greenup, you could be talking about then 2 teams at 5-1, and then the RPI kicks in.
Exactly. Nice take by Nim.
41-22.
That's something Nim has really developed over the years, is the ability to get to the rim consistently and finish.
What a takeaway by Emma Broughton, and then Rigsby fires it ahead to Boggs, looking for Brooklyn Campbell streaking toward the basket. And it's just defensively tonight, I said there's not really a game plan that you would per se other than just go get it. And that's what Raceland has done, full court pressure in your face, trying to get 2 people at the ball at all times.
Yeah, that's the thing you've seen with Lewis at times. They've really struggled with handling the pressure, full court pressure.
Broughton trying to force one up there that doesn't find anything. It was poked out by Lewis County, so it'll stay with the Rams. Inside of 4 to go here in the third. 41-22. Again, Raceland getting a chance to play the host team as the upcoming 63rd District Tournament will be here in Ramland. And, Coach, anytime you get a chance to play as the host on your home court in the district tournament, how big is that as Allison Rigsby dials up long distance and counts the triple? Then we'll get a foul against Caitlin Arnold, I believe. Or do they get it on Brooke Campbell? Yeah, they'll get it on Caitlin Arnold, so her first team's.
That was a hold on the box out there on that backside.
So that gives the ball back to Raceland, and then Maynard gets fouled as she tries to split the defense. But going back to my question, how big is it when you get an opportunity to play on your home court as feeling like you've got an opportunity to go out and possibly pull off the upset that would be an upset for the making over almost 10 years long?
Oh, absolutely. You know, the thing you got, this is your home court.
Rigsby with another one. The Ram Pharmacy triple makes it a 25-point lead.
And, we always have a tradition here in the 63rd where on the Saturday before the tournament, every team gets to come in and have a workout, hour-and-a-half workout. So you have that visiting team who comes in and gets to shoot a little bit, get used to the surroundings. And but that's not like this being your home court, not like getting to dress in your home locker room. So
don't have to get on a bus.
No buses. One of the most difficult things to overcome is you have kind of your routine at school and that kind of thing. And I know a lot of people like to think that's a positive thing, but sometimes on district tournament night that you would almost rather be on that bus and everybody focused a little earlier.
Here's a 3-ball from Caitlin Gilbert. Can't find the connection. It's poked out of bounds. It comes back to Raceland. And again, that's something you talk about when you get into the latter part of the season. That those dog days of winter, like we call them in January, you want consistency and you want to start to see your team play a little bit, starting that upscale. We got a sidearm here as it threw us a curveball with all of the weather that we got, and that forced everybody to kind of take about almost a 10-day break. And now you're seeing teams trying to ramp things back up with this sprint toward the finish here in February.
Right, absolutely. You know, you have a lot of teams that have a hard time getting in the gym due to transportation issue with all the snow and then the weather with the cold. And you have, across the region that you have a different situation. Raceland might be able to get in their gym and Menifee County can't.
3-ball from Caitlin Gilbert. 5th 3 of the night for the Lewis County Lions. That's Gilbert's 6th. Then Maynard lost the handle on the basketball, saves it, brings it off to Broughton. Broughton attacks, tries to kick it underneath to Rigsby, but it's stolen away, and they'll get Broughton on the foul, her 4th. And that was just a frustration foul there as the Rams turn it over for the 11th time tonight, and she's going to take a seat as Sophie Maynard will check into the basketball game.
You say Russell has a streak going?
Yeah, a little bit of a streak.
I think I've heard a little bit about
that.
that.
You've heard a little bit about that, I think.
Yeah. You said they last lost in 2016?
Yeah. Do you remember that game at all?
I'd have to go back.
You'd have to go.
I want to
say it was maybe an overtime game. It was less than 50 points, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe like 48, 46, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I think there might have been a lot of things that happened in the course of that game. Triple overtime.
Highfield misses the second free throw, gets the rebound, puts the shot up no good, and then Maynard comes out of there with it. Tell me about that game, Coach. How crazy of a night was that?
It was a very obviously a triple overtime game is gonna have a lot of ups and downs to it. There was a situation early in the 4th. Russell had some foul trouble. Coach Lane chose to shorten the game a little bit, and she pulled it out. And we actually had faced Ironton earlier in the season. And big steal by Lexi Boggs.
Gives it off inside to Broughton, and she's fouled. She'll shoot 2.
And we had played Ironton, who went to the state finals that year, and they did the same thing. They pulled it out and was going to shorten the game, and we had a little foul trouble as well. And we were kind of happy to let the game get shortened. So in both instances, we kind of sat there, and I looked at my coaching staff and I said, how long are we going to let them hold the ball before we come out to get them? And in both situations, we were down 1 or 2 points, 1 possession both times. So Coach Lane and I both got a lot of criticism that night for both of us letting somebody stand and hold the ball.
Yeah, that was the night everybody screaming shot clock.
Yeah.
Near side goes to Natalie Gilbert. She cut off on the baseline there by Lexi Boggs.
And I was a big fan of the shot clock as well. I voted each time we had a little survey there. That nice move.
Yeah, nice take there by Gilbert. Timeout by Lewis County. We'll go ahead and stay right here on the full timeout. You go back to this, and when Mandy was here when they played, and Raceland again pushed them for 4 quarters. Some foul trouble caught up at the Rams late. Gabby Oborn had a crazy career night that she had. But Mandy said after the game, she said, I'm not going to lie, she said, the streak is weighing on the team. And you've got a team this year in Russell that you've got players that's played some varsity minutes, some extended varsity minutes in Gabby and Kennedy, but never in those meaningful moments when everything leans on them. It's always been a Shaylin Steele, a Bella Quinn that's been there, done that, and now that's the thing that this team's having to try to learn and continue this long winning streak that goes back to 2016.
Exactly, and there's a big shift from being that 3 or 4 on the scouting report to being that 1 and 2 on the scouting report. So and those girls have, in my opinion, the Russell girls have done a tremendous job of accepting that situation. But in those games, in that situation where it's a tight game down the stretch, and all those things kind of do start to weigh on you. So I'm sure those girls, and the thing you have to remember about Kennedy is her sister was involved in a lot of that. So
yeah.
she knows the whole point of the streak.
I'll say the Darnell name goes a long way.
Absolutely.
I mean, there was not many players much better than Madison Darnell.
Those sisters are all very good basketball players, and Dad was obviously a very good coach.
Laura Short checking into the ball game for her first action. Here's Nim Maynard on the baseline, is fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2 more.
But yeah, the night in that triple overtime game, we had Crystal Keaton hit a shot in at the end of the first overtime. Lauren Running hit a 3 at the buzzer in the second overtime. And then Ashton Sips hit the little short banker with about 8 seconds left to give us the lead in the third overtime. And there again, some tremendous players in that game. Russell obviously went on to win the region that year. And obviously a fun night. Shame you couldn't have been on the call for it.
I would have liked to have had the call of that game. And it's funny you talk about, it's you go down in the district, then you go on to win the region, and how many times you see that happen? You go back to a boys game. Rowan County lost the year that they played for an opportunity for a state championship. They lost to Menifee in the district before that.
Right.
And it's just, it's that crazy time of year whenever you get into those types of games where it's meaningful basketball, crazy things can happen. But again, you got to get to the big dance to win the thing first.
Absolutely.
And that's the most important thing.
Bucket there by Carrie Ann Highfield.
You talk about a young lady that has really blossomed as she has gone through her career. She's one that's really played out big. So big for when Jay Fight was there, and then Brett Wampler taking over after Coach Fight leaving for Mason County. But she's a player that has been able to really be a foundation for this team.
Oh, absolutely. And they've got Savannah Anderson on their staff. Savannah, all-state type player. Probably, I don't know if she got to 2,000 points, probably 1,800 points, 1,600 rebounds. Obviously, she's done a great job probably in practice with Carrie Ann. And you can see the development coming.
Campbell tries to fight for the rebound after missing the shot and rakes it out of bounds. 9 seconds to go in the third.
Do you like this scoreboard straight across from
you? Oh,
yeah,
it's phenomenal.
You never have to look left or right, do you?
No, it's just right there. And the sad part of it is I don't know how many times a night I've looked up looking for the scoreboard. Here's Rigsby with a takeaway but can't finish. Back out to Campbell for the horn, and they got it. Campbell gets it with the stick back, and that's the end of the third quarter. 53-30. Our score after 3 quarters of play. Coach, always a pleasure, my man.
Hey,
thanks for joining me.
Appreciate you having me. Enjoyed
Absolutely. We go to the fourth and final quarter after this on Kool TV.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Yeah, Raceland down 12 at the half, and going to the fourth quarter over in the boys' action tonight to Russell. Our score here is we welcome you back to the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, 53-30. Late fourth quarter now is Russell leading 61-54 over at the Marv. Appreciate it, buddy. Raceland has the fourth quarter throw in. Maynard takes it in the backcourt. Here we go with the final 8. And then a foul against Caitlin Arnold. Her second team's first. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance for home, health, and auto. See Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance by Pure Point Auto in Greenup. From oil changes to multi-point inspections to full engine swaps, they also mount and balance tires and cut and program keys. Located at 2109 Ashland Road in Greenup. That's Pure Point Auto. Brooklyn Campbell goes out to Laura Short. Now Nim Maynard out top from the volleyball line. Dials up for 3, too stiff. Maynard pokes it back up, but Kaylee Stamper goes high for pulling down and pulls down the rebound. Here's Highfield inside on Campbell. Shot up, no good. And it'll stay with Lewis County underneath the bucket. By the Grayson Funeral Home, 49 McCoy Road in Grayson, family owned and operated. Their large and spacious facility seats 300 in the chapel and has over 2 acres of parking. For more information, visit them at graysonfh.com. There's Highfield, misses a shot, fights for the rebound, but then a turnover in the backcourt. And then Raceland promptly turns it over themselves. Arnold for another three, can't get that one to go home. Brooklyn Campbell claims the rebound, her 8th of the night. Nim Maynard fakes it to the right, kicks it out of the corner. Rigsby, she'll spot up for three. No. Natalie Gilbert has the rebound inside, but has it taken away. Inside of 7 to play in the ball game. It's been the Rams from the word go, and the tie-up in front of the Rams bench will go against Lewis County's Caitlin Arnold, her 3rd, team 2nd. This game's also brought to you in part by Jason Greer, attorney at law for estate planning and personal injury. Jason is the only call you need to make, located at 113 North Ward Street in Grayson, or visit him online at greerattorney.com. We got 2 players that have collided, Ava Marshall and Laura Short. They banged heads, and both were kind of a little woozy to come up to their feet. So the officials are going to stop play to attend to both of those players. This game's also brought to you in part by the Sparks Funeral Home, located at 203 West Main Street in Grayson, caring for our community. They're located at Oak, owned and operated in Grayson. Visit them online at sparksfh.com. And by Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located at 444 Belfont Road in Old Russell. Stop by the store on Saturday, February the 8th from 1 to 3 p.m. to meet Cincinnati Bengals MVP quarterback Ken Anderson. They'll have plenty of items to purchase for Anderson to autograph, from helmets to jerseys and much, much more. That's Ison's Cards and Collectibles, located in Old Russell. Stop by on February the 8th from 1 to 3 to meet Cincinnati Bengal MVP quarterback Ken Anderson. Raceland basketball out of the stoppage. Emma Broughton goes back to work. Campbell out top, flirting with a double-double tonight. Tries to force it inside to Nim Maynard and has it taken away. 13th turnover of the night, and Sophie Maynard nearly swiped it away in the backcourt. And they are going to get this as a turnover against Lewis County. So Ava Marshall returns for Natalie Gilbert. Here's Nim Maynard catching the high inbound with Caitlin Arnold all over top of her. And a timeout requested right as play came about. Now Benji Atkins and Jeff Callahan are going to get together in front of the Rams bench. I have no idea what the stoppage was. And now they have reversed the last play. A little late to do that. Now the turnover. What a takeaway there by Nim Maynard, as she feeds it off to her sister, Sophie Maynard, for the bucket, and a 25-point lead. Here's Highfield, and a foul from behind. That's on Nim Maynard, her 2nd. Take a look at this takeaway as she curls and cups it right down to her sister on the bounce pass. 5:40 to play at regulation. Highfield from the corner. Working on Brooklyn Campbell, trying to back her way in. Kicks it off to the near side, now out to the wing. Here's Ava Marshall for 3, no. Brooklyn Campbell with a rebound inside and a tie-up. Arrow stays with Lewis County. Marshall out, back in as Caitlin Gilbert. Nim Maynard pacing the way with 22 points tonight. Allison Rigsby has 15. Out of the inbound, Caitlin Gilbert hits the long-range jumper for her 9th of the night. 55-33, 5:20 to go in the ball game. Graham's about to make it 5 in a row. And Maynard's going back to the free throw line for 2 more. I believe they're got that on Caitlin Gilbert. That's her 4th. Go back to 2023, the last time that Lewis County got a victory over Raceland. That was in February 2023, 66-35. Rams got the last say back in 2022 in the district tournament in a double overtime contest, 62-59. And let's see what we get here. I believe we've got a timeout. And it's a full timeout. We'll step out as well. 5:09 to play in a ball game. We're back after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, 5:09 to go in the ball game. Out of the timeout, Lewis County 3 ball from Gilbert doesn't fall. Sophie Maynard with the rebound on the backside, tries to force it inside to Rigsby, and it's taken away. Raceland's 15th turnover tonight. Here's Stamper, gives it off to Arnold. Right back to Stamper on the right side. She'll give it to her senior point guard, and she'll promptly deposit it through the net for her 15th of the night. 57-36. Here's Emma Broughton. Comes to the left side, goes back out top to Brooklyn Campbell, now Nim Maynard. Maynard pacing the way with 24 points tonight. Comes to the left side, hands it off there to her sister. Kick out to Emma Broughton above the volleyball line. Approaching the halfway point of the 4th quarter. Broughton steps through, runner off the back of the board, no good. Rebound to Carrie Ann Highfield. Highfield's 6th board of the night. Here's Highfield, gets Campbell off of her foot. Steps through, shot up no good, and a foul from behind on Broughton. And that's her 5th. So her night is finished. 4 points and 2 rebounds. Lexi Boggs will return for Emma Broughton. The seniors check each other out. Boggs has been big off the bench tonight in the first half. Had 6 rebounds, 5 of those on the offensive glass. Here's Highfield, sizing up Campbell. Kicks it out to Stamper. Left side three's on the way, no. Right into the hands of Nim Maynard. Nice dish out of ahead to Sophie Maynard, who finishes for 2. Both of Maynard's buckets, Sophie Maynard that is, have come from dimes from her sister. And then Lexi Boggs nearly takes it away. I call Lexi Sonic the Hedgehog. She just has so much speed that she can close out with. Caitlin Gilbert and Natalie Gilbert will take a seat. Ava Marshall, Madison Voiles returns. 3:30 to play in the ball game. Nim Maynard and Kaylee Stamper got tangled up inside. They kind of helped each other up half-heartedly and then kept playing on. Here's Highfield working on the post. Turns around and fouled. And she's back to the line for 2 more. That's on Brooke Campbell, her 4th. Highfield tonight, 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. Highfield nearly a double-double per contest, 10 points, 8.5, almost 8.5 rebounds, 65% free throw shooter. Hits her first, her 5th of the evening. Second one's on the way is good. 59-38. In boys action, a final. Boyd County has defeated Ashland 72-66 tonight. There's Rigsby, gives it away to Maynard in front of her bench. And Caitlin Arnold picks up her 4th on the hold. Team's 4th. Russell beats Raceland in boys 70-64. 63rd District boys is going to be an absolute dogfight when we get those games going here back in the end part of February. Inside of 3 to play. Here's Rigsby. Rams trying to milk out a little clock here. Now Campbell comes near side. There's the run and jump. And she loses it from behind. And then Stamper gets tackled and sent to the deck. That one's on Sophie Maynard, her 3rd. Team's 4th. Next foul will be bonus. Sophie Maynard lost her shoe. So Kaylee Stamper to trigger in for the Lions. She was trying to get it off to Highfield. They were on the wrong page with each other. And Raceland takes it away. 24th turnover of the evening. Here's Lexi Boggs. She's tied up in the corner, and Marty Thomas will burn a timeout. Let's see what we got here. I believe he said full. It is a full timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on Kool TV.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style 1-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style 1-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, 2:19 to play in the ballgame. 59-38. Rams have led it from the word go. Raceland basketball out of the timeout. Both teams with a timeout remaining. It's a scrum near midcourt, and Allison Rigsby touches it last as it goes out of bounds. Natalie Gilbert returning for Madison Voiles in that timeout. Also, Caitlin Gilbert back in for Ava Marshall. And Gilbert fires up a 3, but it's an air ball into the hands of Nim Maynard for her 6th rebound tonight. She launches one ahead to Lexi Boggs, who's all alone off the window for 2. Lexi with 6 points, 7 rebounds. And then a reach-in foul from behind on Nim Maynard, her third. She tried to get in there and pull it away from Highfield. So we're shooting free throws the final 95 seconds. And Marty Thomas is going to empty the bench. So Carrie Ann Highfield will shoot 2 free throws. First one's up is good. So wholesale line changes for the Rams. Laura Short, Carson Caudill, excuse me. Nessa Wright, Braylee Toole, and Avery Miller into the basketball game. So we'll get that one on Madison Voiles. Team's 5th now, so both teams shooting bonus free throws the rest of the way. Braylee Toole, will shoot the free throws. First one is up is no good. Let's check that. Instead of Laura Short in the ball game is actually Annie Lyon. Second free throw for Toole. Got that one to swirl home. 62-39. Ava Marshall from the left side. Maya Lawhoon checks into the ball game, replacing Highfield. Here's Caitlin Arnold for 3 more. Long rebound comes all the way out to Caudill. Ahead to Nessa Wright. Tries to bring it back to Caudill. It's tipped out of bounds. Back to Lewis County it goes. Arnold comes off. In is Kason Crawford. Inside of a minute to go. And a tie-up on the jump ball. Arrow back to Raceland. 62-39. Toole comes near side, gets free. Streaks to the basket, tipped away, and she's out of bounds. Final 30 seconds of the ball game. Lewis County turns it over. Raceland racing it ahead. Here's Caudill, and she puts it in off the dime there from Avery Miller. The 7th graders connecting for the bucket. Final 10 seconds. Here's Voiles, out top Marshall. Gonna have to do something with it. She'll pull the trigger, 3's up, and it goes home. So Ava Marshall ends the ball game with a triple. 64-42 is your final here tonight. Post-game show when we return after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Back here at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, 64-42 is your final score. Raceland was in control from the word go. They led it 12-7 after one. They pushed it out to a double-digit lead in the second quarter and never looked back. Lewis County does outscore Raceland in the fourth and final stanza, 12-11, but the Rams making an 18-point victory to pick up their second district win of the season. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at our statistics for this one and then check on the district standings as well. 64-42 your final. We return to the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table after this on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Mall Boulevard in Grayson.
I got kicked off campus, but they let me back on because my dad knew the dean.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that meaty, treaty, zesty, bestie, garlic saucy. Give me that dippy, doughy, melty topping, pepperoncini popping. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Give me that foldy, pepperoni, tantalizing. Give me that choco chicky, sticky, sweetie, hypnotizing. Give me that dippy, drippy, drummy, ripping, Papa wanging. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some. Now I'm time out. Yeah.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, 64-42, your final score in this one, as the Raceland Rams knock off the Lewis County Lions. Joining me now here in post-game coverage, head coach for the Raceland Rams is Marty Thomas. Coach, nice win tonight.
Thank you.
Anytime you get a district win, it's key. And the thing tonight that I talked about with this district win, a win tonight still keeps you in the hunt for that number 1 seed, and more importantly, a big matchup whenever you go to Russell next Friday night.
Right. It's a good game. The girls put a whole lot together, a lot of extra circumstances tonight with the scoreboard. Very proud of the girls for playing through that adversity and the delays in the beginning of the game.
Defensively, the motto tonight was just attack the basketball, and that's what you guys did really well. You got after it. You forced turnover after turnover. A lot of those turnovers leading to easy points in the backcourt.
Yeah, we've worked on a few different things, right? And one of the things was our defense, our conditioning with our defense, right? Got to be in shape in order to play like this. And this is how the young ladies need to play.
Emma Broughton kind of struggled a little bit this evening, so you go to the bench, you bring Lexi Boggs off the bench, and all she does is go out and get you 5 offensive rebounds in the first half. And I kind of kidded. I said, she's barely 5'0", if anything, and she comes out there with 5 offensive rebounds in the first half.
That is what she does. I cannot brag on Lexi enough. I mean, a total beast. I mean, she is a girl who's going to jump amongst 6-foot players at 4'11" and get rebounds.
Yeah, it's I call it all the time. I call her Sonic the Hedgehog. It's just she brings that energy to the game, and sometimes you need that type of energy in a game like this when it got sloppy at times.
Absolutely, yeah. She was a big difference maker tonight. She had a wonderful game for us. Wonderful game for us.
Nim did what Nim does: 24 points tonight, 6 rebounds. I thought Allison was really settled again. You're starting to see her continue that maturation of being that player that has to be dominant on the floor.
Absolutely. You know, if you see the statistical categories for us, she is becoming that other wing player for us that's putting those numbers up. And, you know, we need her to continue to do that.
Biggest thing I think that I see with her is the fact of the way defensively she plays up top and really disrupts the ball. We saw that against Russell. You saw it here tonight.
Yeah, she's a talent, right? She has these quick feet, these amazing hands, and she gets off the floor so well, right? That defensively, she is a beast. She really is.
You take away from this one, Coach, you put that as a victory. You've got Green up here on Tuesday night. How do you make certain you don't turn that into a trap game looking ahead for next Friday in a big matchup with Russell?
So we've got to concentrate on one game at a time, right? Greenup has been playing really good of late. I think tomorrow we go to McAuliffe County, right? And then we come back and play Greenup. So you were one game ahead of me, right?
I'm just talking about district games.
Right, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
But, yeah, we've got to come and we've got to play really good against Greenup. Greenup's playing really good ball right now. And, you know, let what we execute springboard us into the Russell game.
Now, how big is that? Speaking of the game tomorrow, you get a chance to go to a 15th region opponent out of district, out of the area, and get a chance to take your team on the road again to see what you can do and how you can springboard off of a game like tonight.
Absolutely, and challenges us on back-to-back nights, right? So putting things together to where down the stretch, you know, you're going to have to play some back-to-back nights if you're going to progress in a tournament, right? So we need to see how we recover overnight, get our rest, get on a bus, get there in a nice trip, and play some good basketball tomorrow.
Coach, we'll see you Tuesday night.
Okay, thank you.
Nice haircut, by the way. I'm glad to see it back.
Same
You look like yourself again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Marty Thomas joining us here in post-game coverage. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll wrap things up here from the Palace. 61-42, your final. We're back after this on Kool TV.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beauty Rest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table in the post-game show, 64-42 now. Joining me, assistant coach for the Lewis County Lions, Coach Underwood. Coach, thanks for joining me here.
Thank you.
We talked a little bit there off of the break. Carrie in tonight, Raceland had a really good plan for her. A lot of times, 2-3 jerseys. There was one time I even said there were 4 jerseys around her when she touched the ball. She was 1 of 10 tonight from the field, but Raceland made a focus to really take her away off the post.
They did. They ran a lot of girls at her every time she touched it. I know she got a touchdown here late in the game. We did a repost, kick-out entry. Things started going good, but we still got a lot of faith in Carrie Ann. A lot of our offense got to run through her. She's been a vocal leader. The girls love her. She's a senior. Kind of live to die another day with that. We got a lot of faith. I think she'll be fine. I think we got some stuff to learn, but moving forward, we understand kind of what the game plan, I think, is moving forward for teams, want us like that.
Raceland made it a point of emphasis in the first part of this basketball game, and through most of the first 3 quarters, they tried to speed things up and really run and jump with the defensive pressure, and that caused you a lot of pressure in the backcourt.
Yeah, it looked like they was running a little 2-2-1, looked pretty good. I know typically Raceland wants to run with that diamond press that they do, really effective in that as well. But I felt like when we made good decisions, we slowed it down. I think the turnover ratio, I think it's only like a 2-point difference, two amount difference there, but the difference was they capitalized on some of their turnovers and where we wasn't able to capitalize.
Yeah, they would get those turnovers in backcourt that led to easy points.
Yes. Yeah, they got buckets off ours, and we didn't get necessarily buckets when we turned them over.
Caitlin Arnold tonight, she had a very efficient night from the field, 5 of 9, 15 points to lead you. She goes 3 of 6 from long range for 50%. And again, a senior that has gone through so much, especially with the knee injury, to see her really starting to get back, and you can see she's getting comfortable in her feet again.
You can, and here's the thing about Caitlin. She's a warrior on and off the court. She had the ACL injury. It took her back. She's basically playing as a junior. We couldn't do a lot of the things that we do without her. A lot of our success goes through her getting it down the court, breaking presses sometimes single-handedly. So between her, Carrie Ann, and KG, our 3 seniors, still got a lot of faith in them moving forward. Had a good game against Russell this week, so don't count Lewis County out in March. You know what I mean?
You got to put this one behind you quickly because you got to turn right back around. You got Bath County coming to Vanceburg tomorrow. How big is that in a game like tonight where things didn't go the way you wanted them to go, but you got another matchup tomorrow afternoon around 3:30?
Before I came out here, to talk to you guys, Coach Wampler was in there talking about it's kind of a turnaround point. We got to make sure that we get our legs back under us tomorrow and do a job and get ready for the postseason.
Coach, greatly appreciate the time.
Appreciate you, man.
Talk to you up at Lewis County tomorrow evening.
Yes, sir.
All right, we are going to wrap things up here tonight. Again, your final score 64-42. Let's take a quick look at those district standings. As, again, Russell sits at the top. Now Raceland at 2-1. They're now 2 games out of the first-place spot. Lewis County is 3.5 behind at 2-4. They've played their final district seeding game here this evening. Greenup County still with 2 games remaining with Raceland. The first one will be here on Tuesday night in the front half of the girl-boy doubleheader at 6 o'clock, and then the boys will follow at 7:30. So a win for Raceland on Tuesday. Then they'll go to chance to go to Russell and put themselves in the catbird seat for trying to snap that long winning streak for the Red Devils and get that number 1 seed in the upcoming district standings. Any loss by Raceland will lock the district seedings, and it would be just like you see it here on your screen. Russell, Greenup 1-4, Raceland, Lewis would be the 2 and 3. And that district tournament gets started right here at Raceland on February the 24th. The girls are going to play on the 24th on that first night of districts, and then they will play on the front end of the regional tournament that begins at Moorhead on March the 3rd. That's it for us here tonight. Hat tip to my crew, Trey and Felicia Collier. Always a pleasure having them along with us. Coach Marty Thomas and his staff, as well as Coach Underwood coming up here post-game. Coach Wampler, I talked with him before the game as well, and always appreciative of everything they do with our stuff here. Always great talking with the guys from Lewis County. 64-42 your final. For one final time from the Palace, Raceland defeats Lewis County. For Trey and Felicia Collier, I'm James Collier saying so long. We'll talk to you next time here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching another Raceland Rams basketball broadcast on Kool TV. This presentation of Raceland Rams basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Hits Sports Network and Kool TV.